I want to show you or tell you my opinion on Windows 8. And I know, it's quite some time now that Windows 8 is out, and there's even Windows Blue in planning now, and this is quite late, but you kind of have to use the operating system to actually, know if it's something for you, not just like look at it and say, oh, this is nice or this is shit. So what I have experienced, all the PCs in the stores, they're like running Windows 8 now and stuff, and friends get new computers and they tell me about Windows 8. There are three groups of people. There is one group that says this is completely shit. No one likes this. This is totally the worst thing they've ever done, and stuff like that. Then there are these people who say it's nice. It's got this store and this like Metro apps, full screen apps. This is awesome. All these gestures and stuff. They rock. And there's this group who don't really care about it. They just use it because they don't know there's a different one, and they just deal with it and don't think that there's something different. Although this group is pretty small, in this day and age, but believe me, there are some. So I'm not into any of these. I don't know. I don't want to say it's really good, or I don't want to say it's really, really bad. Just point out like this if you want to hear that. If I had to use Windows as my main operating system, it would not be Windows 8. I just prefer 7 with the start menu and stuff. Definitely, you can just work a lot, with more shortcuts and stuff, and you don't have to like, really click around just to shut down your computer like a billion times. It's sometimes crazy. Uh, these are these little things, and also pretty much all IT professionals don't really like this operating system for its gestures, and it makes kind of sense on a laptop simply because they've got trackpads. And like my my Dell Vostro laptop, who has got, which has got, which has got some gestures on the trackpad. It makes a lot of sense, especially here on the Jarms menu or whatever they call it. It never works in the virtual machine very well. There you go. This stuff works great on the laptop. You just swipe from right to left, it works here. So as easy as that. But on the desktop, it's a pain in the ass. You have to like move your cursor up here, move the mouse over there, and there you go. It's like the most annoying thing in the world if you want to just search something unless you hit the shortcut. So the desktop itself is pretty, similar, just that there is no start button. I do not know why they did not put a start button. I know it's gonna get here, but it's just so annoying when you're moving your cursor down there. And, easy as that. But I just hit like the Windows button. It works a lot easier. But people don't notice. And they're getting crazy. They can't get out of the menu and I get this stuff all the time, and at least 3 times now people told me to, do something against that. Like get the start menu back, and that's, shows you how much they don't like it because they're so used to the other stuff. So the start menu is definitely something that is not really for professional users, or if you're like saying if you're like a professional user and you like this, I don't have anything against that. It's totally fine. But if you want to really, I just point out like that. If you want to get work done, if I want to get work done, I'll use XP or 7. It works just so much better. I know the operating system just so much more, and like these Metro apps, they're really nice though. But I would never ever go in here on my 27-inch iMac to check the weather. Why would I want to open up this whole thing? It's definitely something for smaller screens. If you have like a netbook or so, my friend has got a netbook. He likes this stuff there. And I think that's nice because the screen is pretty small and it makes a lot of sense there. But here, no. Maybe in this virtual machine, yes, but not really on my big screen. So stuff like this, I never find myself using these things. I have got Windows 8, if you don't know, on my Dell, as I told you. And, I tried doing some work there, as I usually do on Windows, like Visual Studio, and it just doesn't work. With this Metro stuff, I did download, like, just for fun, the Visual Studio for Metro. That this works very well, but like the usual Visual Basic, it sucks really with the start menu gone and stuff. It's just annoying as hell. So I've seen plenty of Windows 8 users now, and all they're sitting is this. Well, because they know it and they're used to that, and they think that this is the only useful thing of Windows 8. I can't agree with that. I mean, the other things are useful too, like here, like the preferences. If we can go here, but I don't know. They should have at least a shortcut to the control panel or these PC preferences, because no one I've seen so far finds these things. No one ever would swipe up here just to find the preference of the PC. It's something I can't understand that. I don't know why they didn't put a shortcut to this. Here you got the preferences, the general of the stuff, and that is okay if that was a full screen stuff. I'm used to that now, but if I show that to anyone, they don't even find that anymore 2 minutes after I told them, and that's totally understandable. So I don't know what I should say. Windows 8 is I don't want to say bad or unusable. If I would be forced to use it, I would see no problem using it. But I would definitely use 7 if I had to use Windows as my main system. Simply because stuff I do in Windows, I don't see why I want to use these things here. And I also don't know why I would browse the web in full screen after I'm using the internet, let's say 8 to 9 years in the desktop itself. No one ever does this. No one ever. I don't see anyone doing this. All of these who use Windows 8 and I've seen so far, they all go to the good old desktop and click their browser there. Doesn't matter if it's the Internet Explorer or whatever, they just use it there. And I also don't know why I would use this full screen stuff and switch a bazillion times between these things. Oh, that was the wrong one, sorry. Switch here, that works great for me because I know the shortcut Alt and Tab. But so many people don't know this. It's if you want to go to Google and locked up, awesome. Oh, it's going again. And you're searching for something there, even though it makes no sense. I would say if you pinning this here, and you're writing a document on this site, this makes a lot more sense than going in here and going out here, going to the desktop and write on, oh, I forgot something, I have to get back to the Explorer, or use this stupid thing. I don't know, I would never ever go switching the apps from there. I don't know, it doesn't work anyway very well. It just wastes so much time, to be honest. So, I don't know. These are these little things that just piss me off on it, that I just cannot stand. And this is really all to tell you. I mean, it's not unusable, it's not stupid, it's not bad, or it's pretty fast too. It's got a lot of speed, increases and stuff. But really, just because of that, I wouldn't use it as my main system. And if you want like a reliable Windows with a start button, you have to like get 7. Although there are programs who do this like really well, getting it back, but sometimes it crashes and the whole like system is locked up because it skips the Metro start menu and just doesn't do anything there, and people are getting crazy there. Uh, yeah. Other than that, it's still Windows. It's still a good old Windows in here in this section. And just a little rant. I hate the theme of it. I don't like this. It looks like something out of the 90s, really. It's so boring. I really like the 7 and Vista style a lot more than this I ever will. It's really nothing for me, but, I don't really give a crap about this usually. But it's just a rant. Other than that, it's really fast, but this start menu, it just does not work for me. So long story short, I would not use it. I would stick with 7. But I would probably dual boot it with Windows 8. Like I did on my Dell laptop, I got 7 but I dual boot it and it works. So yeah, I've got Windows Blue as well, but I tell you, there's like no changes at all, except some apps and maybe a new kernel, and that is it. So if you're like looking forward to get the start menu back, no, you're not gonna get that very soon, I believe. What I believe though, if this like epically fails, like totally doesn't work for Microsoft, I bet they will go back to the start menu. And believe me, Windows 7 has got long support. Look at XP. It still has got support until April next year. I don't know if that was because of Vista, because Vista was a piece of shit. And you can still use it's from 2001 and it works still with the latest software. And 7 is from 2009, so you don't really have to worry about support. And really, I advise you don't always have to stay up to date. I mean, if you don't like it, don't use it and don't rage about it. I don't understand people why they're doing this. People rage against Windows 8 and they're still using Windows 7 because they don't even try it out. And my opinion was crap about it before. And then I used it and it ain't that bad. It actually works really well, but it can't convince me. And actually, I'm not using Windows as my main system anyway, so yeah. But still, it's nothing for me. But I don't know. If you could tell me if you like it or not, you can like write it in the comments. So, see you next time, guys.